Welcome to Jenny's Paleontology lesson. So this is a channel where we're going to be talking about all things related to paleontology, whether it's my perception on paleontology or, my personal experiences, my love for paleontology, or the most important thing that we're going to tackle today, how the popular media has been portraying paleontology as a subject in and of itself. So this video is the starting of a series of videos that are going to be analyzing one of the most popular movie franchises surrounding dinosaurs, and that is Jurassic Park. So of course it was such a classic, right? So I remember when I was little, I would go to these movies if I want to know more about all these giant prehistoric creatures and how they worked, and that was such a cool experience. So it has a really special place in my heart. In this video, I'll be analyzing the first movie from the franchise called Jurassic Park. It was made in 1993, and I'm going to be analyzing one element in that movie, and that is how fieldwork is portrayed within the movie. So let's get started. In the beginning scene, we see Dr. Grant's team conducting an excavation of a complete skeleton of a velociraptor that is exquisitely preserved. The bone looks completely lithified, hard and even polished at the surface. In the scene, they're using brushes to brush off the sediment on top of the bone. In the background, you see a person using their hand to dig out the sediment in the eye sockets. Usually, in my field experiences, we do not recommend using hands directly to rub onto the bones or put pressure on the bones in fear of cracking it or hurting the bones, especially the fragile ones, with the oils and dirt on your hands. In this scene, we see a new technique that Dr. Grant's team has invented. It consists of sending a shockwave down to the ground to locate the bones. This method most likely evolved from a technique to excavate for crude oil. Because of the different densities of oil and stone, it takes a bit more time for waves to travel through the oil rather than the stone. Not only is this method not applicable in circumstances where the bone is of similar density or material as its surrounding matrix, it will also severely damage bones that will be within the range of the shock wave's initial impact, which is considerable considering the amount of sand that flew around after the initial impact. Therefore, this method is most likely within the artistic liberties of the film crew. When the helicopter came, the lead paleontologists called their crew to cover up the fossil, which is a correct move. However, if you look closely, one of the people in their crew kneeled down directly on the fragile bones that they were trying to protect, something that we definitely need to avoid during excavation. So now you might be wondering, out of all the cool themes that are apparent within the movie of Jurassic Park, which there is a lot, why did you choose to talk about fieldwork first? And what stood out about their portrayal of fieldwork for you? Well, for me, first of all, I've had amazing experiences with fieldwork and working out in the fields with friends and with teachers and with mentors, and it was just one of the most amazing experiences I've had with paleontology. Moreover, as a child, I've always perceived paleontology as, dinosaurs and field work, a paleontologist going into the field with like this hammer-ish thing and then knocking on the dirt, and suddenly, wow, they find, full skeleton of Triceratops, and they're like, yes, right? But as I learned more about paleontology, I learned that paleontology has, of course, much more than dinosaurs, first of all, and second of all, much more than field work. There's a lot of, legal work that goes into the preparation of field work. There's a lot of fossil preparation that happens after the specimen is extracted, and there's a lot of research and studies that happens even after that. So paleontology really encompasses a much wider spectrum of different studies than simply going out into the field and doing work. Moreover, doing field work is also much more than what I had imagined as a kid. You have to take field notes, you have to be careful about extracting fossils, you have to sort of identify what it is and understand what is the best way to sort of preserve it before it arrives at lab fossil preparation. So I guess the point that really touched for me for field work is that I realized that there's fieldwork is just one little thing, one little theme within the whole scale of paleontology, and that was just such a mind-blowing discovery for me when I made that discovery as a kid. And moreover, I think the ways that Jurassic Park was portraying fieldwork is partially accurate, partially
a little bit, to their artistic liberties, and that's okay because Jurassic Park is a movie, and there can be different artistic liberties taken by the directors, by the actors, by the screenwriters, by all of these different people, and it's absolutely all right. What I critiqued within this video is definitely not a critique towards the movie itself, because as I've said in the beginning, the Jurassic Park movie was really, a part of my childhood, and I really, really loved it.
So that's all I have for today. What did you think about the video? What did you think about the portrayal fieldwork in Jurassic Park yourself? Let me know in the comment section below, and hopefully see you next time.